Deathstroke number 16, written by Justin Jordan, art by Edgar Salazar. So, last issue, Deathstroke had to go kill a dictator of a small country who is unkillable, and he put a grenade in his pants and blew him up. It wouldn't work, but now he knows how to kill him. So, we open up, Deathstroke's flying out the building, and he's like, this isn't a big deal, I can land easily enough. The big problem is the fact that all the people in this country, maybe not all of them, but all the ones right here, are kind of devoted to this dictator, and are going to try to kill me, but I shouldn't kill them. Not won't, shouldn't. So they all start attacking him, he's playing defense, he's trying to get them all to go away. In the end, he throws down a flashbang and manages to escape. So we meet up apparently seconds later, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure it's the next day, and he meets up with that spy. I can't even remember what her name was. I'll say it when it comes up. So he's like, yeah, I'm still alive. Are you surprised? And she's like, a little bit. I guess that means you're not leaving. And he's like, I'm not done with my contract. So yeah. So she takes him to her house, and basically he immediately is like, yeah, here's the thing. I was able to follow you. That doesn't mean anybody else was able to. But don't try to play dumb with me. This isn't just your house. This isn't some abandoned shack. Like, I know there's more to it. And she's just like, yeah, well, there's more to me too. And he's like, yeah, got that too. So, as it turns out, she presses a panel on the wall, and there is a underground bunker where they train freedom fighters that are all ready to go and take down Cochet and his government. And Deathstroke's like, okay, all right, I can make this work. I think this is good. So she explains this whole thing of like this bunker came from when the CIA came in and did some investigations into Cochet, and then they left and abandoned the country and blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Point being is that Deathstroke says, here's the thing, guys. I'm not able to kill him. No one is able to kill him except you all. And he's like, what? What are you even talking about? So we cut over to Cochet's palace where I guess he's disemboweling someone. I don't know. Someone walks in and is just like, hey, we're under attack. Could you maybe come out and help? And he's like, oh, you want help? You're not able to do it yourself? Well, then maybe you should just die then. Ever thought of that? And so he takes the guy and throws him out a window. And then we see down on the bottom floor, all the royal guards are going up against the freedom fighters who are attacking. But of course, the royal guards never really had to worry about defending the place because Cochet always took care of it. So they immediately surrender. And the freedom fighters are like, don't you see? The power was within us all along. We can take back this country. And then Cochet comes up and picks her up by the neck and is just like, yeah, okay. Her name's Elena. They just said it. So Elena, he picks her up and is just like, all right, look, here's the thing. Shut up. And he throws her against the wall. And wouldn't you know it, he just stands there and takes a rocket to the chest because he has to prove what a badass he is and how he cannot die. And he starts ripping the arms off of some of the people there. And he's like, yeah, that's right. You all better run. I cannot be killed. Nothing can stand against Cochet. And then Deathstroke comes in and chops off his head, which of course still does not kill him. But Deathstroke says, here's the thing. I'm not here to kill you. You overplayed your hand last issue, and you said that only you can choose when you die, which means that we just have to make life so miserable for you that you want to die. And he manages to bring down Cochet to the ground. Elena thrusts a sword into his chest. And then the freedom fighters all rally once more and start coming after Cochet as he's on the ground and literally chopping him up into, like, bits. Like, they cut off his arm, they mutilate his face and body. He is not okay. And Deathstroke's just eating an apple off to the side, and he's like, I'm just going to let them do this thing. I'll step in when I feel it's necessary. And eventually he puts back on his mask, he walks over, and he's like, all right, here's a gun. It has one bullet in it. You can shoot yourself, or you can shoot whoever here. But regardless, now you know these people are not afraid of you, and they know that they can take you down if they work for it. So, what do you want to do, Cochet? And Cochet's like, I will not be killed by you dogs. I will not be defeated. Cochet is... And then he blows his head off. So, yeah. Koshei chose to die, and he kind of just like disintegrates into a pile of mush. So, whatever that means. And so Elena's like, hey, Deathstroke, what does this mean for our country? He's like, I literally could not care less. I've completed my contract. I'm out. And he gets a little ding on his phone, and it's from Peabody, and it says Red Protocol. And Elena's like, what, is that your next assignment? And he's like, nope. It looks like literally everyone is now trying to kill me. And that's where we leave off. And I'm pretty sure this book gets canceled in 4 issues. So this is probably going to be the last arc of Deathstroke. And okay, yeah. It's good. I think this is a fine little 2-issue thing. It's just a thing of showing Deathstroke being like, how do I kill an unkillable man? Oh, okay, this is how. And there, that's it. That's like literally, it's such a tiny little story. It's not worth having its own major plot to it, but it does show some ingenuity by Deathstroke. It shows an interesting character dynamic, at the very least, with Koshei. So it's a fine little story, but it's nothing that's amazing. So overall, I'd probably give this one like a 7 sounds too high, so I guess 6.5. But it is fine. It's just nothing incredible, if that defines it at all for you. It's perfectly, I don't want to say filler, because it makes it sound like awful, like it's just biding its time. Like, this story had a structure to it. It had an idea behind it, but it was, in the end, a smaller story. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it is only a 6.5 for it.